Do you want to spend your time making money, or do you want to spend your time chasing write-offs? It's usually one or the other. Hello, my name is Nick. I'm a fractional CFO with Living Water Consulting in the Metro East, and we're going to talk about actually creating wealth and quit worrying about writing off taxes. So let's talk about the write-off trap, okay? Entrepreneurs seem to like the notion of chasing deductions. How can we get free money? How can we spend less on taxes? That seems to be what everybody tries to do. Why don't you try to make more profit so that you can pay your taxes, right? That's the only way you're ever going to win. Here's a myth. If it's deductible, then it's smart. Now, I'm not saying you don't take the deductions that normally would come from what you are doing in a normal course of your business, but you don't want to look for these write-offs just for the sake of trying to get a deduction and save money. You want to create profit, not necessarily save money. And I'll show you why. So the reality is, let's say you spend $1, right, instead of taking profit. Well, you do save that 25 cents, but you actually lose out 75 cents. Huh? That's right. So instead of gaining 75 cents in profit, you only save 25 cents. Doesn't really make sense. So let's look at the wealth creation mindset and how that differs. We want to focus on owners' growth of equity and their net worth. We don't want to worry about trying to save a little bit of money on our taxes, because the more taxes we pay, the more profit we make. Yeah, listen to that. So look at this. We go to profit, we go to cash, which we turn into assets, which we turn into investments, right? That's how we do this. That's the wealth creation mindset. It's not save and deduct and find all these little ways. No, worry about revenue and profit and your cash flow. Don't worry about your taxes. Put that money aside like you're supposed to, and then you don't have to worry about it, and you'll sleep great too. So I want to ask you, with your expenses, will this expense create a future profit or equity, or am I just trying to minimize my tax liability? Because every time you do that, you're eating away at your own profits. So let's look at write-offs in context here. Write-offs are a defensive tool. Wealth creation is an offensive play. You can't preserve wealth until it's created. What does that mean? Don't worry about preserving it until you create it. So here's an example. In Company A, they're going to take $100,000 worth of write-offs, which was all of their profit, which means no taxes, but no wealth either. Here in Company B, $100,000 in profit, they paid $25,000 in taxes, and they get $75,000 left to invest. Their wealth grows. Which would you rather have? Would you rather have to spend $25,000 in order to make 75, or would you rather make nothing and pay nothing in taxes? People seem to want to make nothing and pay nothing in taxes and think that's a good way. And here's the problem. You keep asking your accountant to do it. And because that's the question you ask, they can answer it. So what's the takeaway here? Write-offs will save you pennies. I don't disagree with that. But wealth creation builds dollars. Would you rather save pennies or build dollars? That's a choice for you to make. So don't buy deductions. Build assets. Go to livingwaterconsulting.com and take a look at our championship financial game plan and see how we can plan your profit.